Hey everyone, welcome to The Silver Lining here on YouTube, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Sarah and today is Tiny Tidy Tuesday, so I'm going to take you along as I tackle a task that I've been wanting to tackle for quite some time, and that is my makeup and cosmetic bag. Currently it's just kind of too big and I have a lot of stuff in there that I'm no longer using, that I tried and didn't like, or it just needs to be replaced and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get that done and I'm gonna take you along with me. I have gotten a few new things over the past few weeks. So here's my under the sink. This is my cosmetic bag and it is just too big. Like, I don't have a lot of real estate in here and this is taking up way too much. So I also don't have a very big countertop in here. So I'm gonna take this out to the kitchen counter and just kind of sort through and then put away what I wanna keep. And I think I'm gonna get a new bag too. Here is my makeup bag. And here's why I like it. This little pouch here, I actually don't have anything in, maybe a headband. This is a Velcro cover for all of the brushes, which I really like. Oh, and I got a couple of new brushes, so I might be decluttering some of these. And here is most of what I keep in here is stuff that I don't even use. Right off the bat, I can tell you I do not use this lip color from Color Street. It was one that they came out with. I'm pretty sure my mom bought it and then told me to try it, and that is way too pink for me. So I don't want that. This I love. It's actually almost all used up. This is Jordan Essentials Eye Fix. So I use this as a highlighter, and I need to replace that. I think I actually have one in my bedroom, so this I'm gonna get rid of and replace that. This I have been using. This is the CoverGirl Simply Ageless. It's a cream foundation, so I have been going more towards cream. So I do use that all the time. I also occasionally do use these two powders. One is a translucent powder and one is a mineral tinted powder from Jordan Essentials. This is the new Eye Fix, so brand new, keep that. The two kabuki brushes I use, one typically for liquid and one for powder, so I do use both of those. I do occasionally use my sponge. I also use, so this is a cool thing. This is a little tin, but inside of it, you can use it for like cleaning off your brushes in between colors, especially eyeshadows. So I'm gonna keep that. I can get rid of these. I don't use them. They're oil blotting things from Mary Kay. I never use them, so get rid of that. These two, I also have never used. I mean, I have used them. I just don't really like them as much as I thought I would. So these are also cream palettes, and they're actually for two different skin tones, but I actually ended up liking the darker for contouring and then used some of these lighter colors for highlight. But I don't really like how they feel. They feel a little bit thick on my skin. So I don't think I'm going to get rid of them. I mean, I'm getting rid of them, but I don't think I'm gonna throw them away. I think I'm gonna see if there's anyone on my team that wants to try them and use them, because I think they do work for some people. It didn't work for me. I have a liquid mineral makeup. I do use this still occasionally. It actually has natural zinc, so a lot of times I use that in the summertime. This one is almost gone. This is our BB foundation from Jordan Essentials. It's also a liquid. It has heliochrysum and magnesium infused in it, and so it's very beneficial for your skin. It's just a little bit too thick for me, so it's almost gone, and it's probably been sitting in here for a few months, so I'm okay with getting rid of that. So my declutter pile is growing. This is my mascara, which I really like, from Jordan Essentials. This, if you've never seen one of these, this is like a little lip shaver. You can use it to shave your lip if you are old enough to, you know that that's an issue. If you're not, then surprise, you're gonna need one of those when you get older. This brush I will keep as well. This is a Jordan Essentials brush, and I do like this smaller sponge on this and the smaller kabuki just for certain things. Inside here I have a couple of eyeshadow colors. Let's see. I have this like frosty kind of pinky peach color, peach ice. This is a purple, which is actually not super pigmented, but smokin' plum. This is the color. It's like a matte neutral. I think it's called cashmere. What is this one? This is like a bluish color. Sterling. Okay, it's silver, I guess. Clearly, I've never used that one. And then this is an olive color. It has a little bit of gold to it, so I do like that golden olive. This blue or silver or whatever, I can probably pass on, so put that with these. This one I'll probably pass on too because it's not all used up. I just didn't like it. Okay, so here's a cool thing about this bag. See how it has all these dividers? Like, I could totally organize this in a way that kept everything standing up, which I really liked for the lip glosses and the mineral makeup, that everything could be standing upright. This is an eyeshadow palette that I have really liked. I actually like to use it not only for my eyeshadow, but also for like a bronzer. I'll use these two for bronzing, and then this one is very similar to this cashmere color, but it's a good neutral palette, so I'm gonna keep that. This is our eyebrow color. This is also a powder, and I have liked this as well for a quick bronzing, and I do use it in my eyebrows occasionally. But the other thing that I really like to use for my eyebrows, this precisely my brow pencil. It has a brush on one side, like a wand, like an eyelash wand, and then it also has like retractable pencil on the other side. Who is this by? By Benefit. So I will be keeping that. These two are cheek tint colors from Jordan Essentials. They're a cream, so I have liked them. They just twist up kind of like a lip color, which you can use for that as well. So these two cheek tints you can use not only for cheeks, but eyeshadows, lip colors. I like to use them as a lip primer a little bit, and I have used them on my eyes as well for kind of a primer, because having these creams just allows the powders to stick a little bit better. So I am liking these. We'll be keeping both of them. Let's see. These are two eye pencils. I like the white. This is from NYX New York, I think is what it is. I like the white. Have you ever used white on your waterline at the underneath of your eyes? It makes your eyes pop really prettily. And this is black eyeliner from Jordan Essentials. This I have liked. So this is a brow highlight for you to put underneath of your eyebrow. So sometimes I'll actually use one of the eyeshadows, but this is also a cream, and I think it needs to be sharpened. And it just kind of highlights. You can use it on the inner corner of your eye and like above your eye, below your eyebrow. So I have been liking that too. That's from Benefit as well. It's so funny because I'm not really a big makeup person, but I certainly have a lot of makeup for someone who doesn't wear makeup every day. Okay, in here I have an extra contact solution. I have a pencil for the eyeliners, and I have this tweezers, which I've just had forever. And I like having them in this case. It came this way, but I like having them in the case because it's easier to find, especially in a black bag like this. Okay, and then real quick, this is my dry shampoo. Love, love, love the dry shampoo from Jordan Essentials. It's a powder. I have actually used it in some of my videos before, but I do like that, and I tend to keep it in my makeup bag I'm not really sure why. I could keep it on the back of the toilet with some of the other things like my deodorant and stuff like that, but it just has fit in here because this bag is so big. So next are these lip glosses, which this one is almost gone, but I'm gonna hold on to it. This is a sheer. I could probably pass that on. I have hardly ever used it. And then the pink, what is this one? So Pink. There's still quite a bit in it. I do like to mix that with some of the darker lip colors. And then I have the lipsticks in here. I love a good lipstick. I think that even if, for me, like someone who doesn't wear a lot of makeup, if you have a good lip color, it can really help your face not feel washed out, which is something that I struggle with lately. I'm not sure if it's my aging skin is getting a little bit more dull, but just having a good lip color is helpful some days. My new lip color from the new line of Jordan Essentials is downstairs by where I go live on in my Facebook group a lot of times, and when I do parties and stuff online. So that's down there because I've always thought, oh my gosh, here I am standing in front of a camera and I don't have any lip color on, so I left that one downstairs. But it is very similar to this Marvelous Mauve, which is kind of a purpley brown color. Surprisingly, this is my favorite. It actually does like make my skin tone pop a little bit more. I really do like the Remarkable Red. The thing about the Remarkable Red is that it does have a shimmer to it, which isn't always my favorite, but I like that one. You never know when you need a red, and it's not super duper red, so it's not like overpowering or anything like that. This one is the Wild Plum, very pretty, also has a shimmer. And so with the shimmer, it ends up being a little bit lighter than the Marvelous Mauve, even though they both are kind of berry colors. And then this is the Pink Champagne, very similar to one that we have in our current catalog. It has a slight shimmer, but it's also just very muted. And so this is one that I like to add one of the glosses to. Now this one was seasonal. It came out last year at Christmas, I believe, and it is called Winterberry. It is so dark, so I very rarely use it. I could probably get rid of it actually, but what I have found is I like how dark it is, and so sometimes if I mix it with the red, then the red becomes more vibrant, or like with the purple or even the champagne color, so I keep it around. That's it for the makeup. I can tell you just by looking at these brushes that I'm probably going to keep all of them, but I wanted to show you some new brushes that I got. And then once I start using them a little bit more, then I'll decide what I can maybe get rid of and pare down a little bit. Okay, I wanted to just flip the camera around so that I could show you these new brushes that I got. They are from Saint Cosmetics. I'm not sure if you've heard of that. Now you guys know that I love Jordan Essentials. I love all of their products, the non-toxic products, but these Saint brushes I have been looking at for quite some time. And also Saint Cosmetics is a makeup company that carries cream makeup. So that was what kind of turned me on to trying more of the cream style makeup. So they are double-sided. This is like a blending brush, and this one is a little bit more pointed for kind of getting into the creases there. I haven't really started using them, but I'm pretty excited to try it out. So I don't even remember what it was called or if it says. I just got it. But the packaging was very good. The other one that I got is a little bit bigger. This one says designed for blush and bronzer. This one says designed for quick all-in-one application. So that was this one that's a little bit smaller. So this one is a little bit bigger, and I liked it because you guys may know that I really like these kabuki brushes. Like, I love how big and fluffy they are. So this is how it comes in this package. You just saw me pull it out of, and then it comes all like this, so nothing is frayed or anything like that. And I just kind of pull this off. So these are more of like the blush brushes or the powder brushes, just for like a quick kind of once over. Since I've been using the cream makeup, what I have found is when I was using more of the liquid and powder, I was having to then go in after and use like a setting spray to leave that dewy finish. And so now with the cream makeup, I am finding that it soaks in a little bit better. It sets on my skin nicely, so I don't have to do a finishing spray to finish. What I'm gonna do now, since I have all of this stuff sitting in front of me, is I'm gonna try to put it back together, but I'm actually gonna go get a different bag that I've been meaning to try out. Okay, well, bad news. I just went and looked for the bag that I was gonna transfer everything into and try out, and at some point or another I must have decluttered it because I cannot find it. If I find it in the future, I'll come back and sort of transfer everything over. But in the meantime, if you have an amazing makeup bag that you love, pass it on to me. There's a couple of requirements. One, I want it to be long enough that when I put these double-sided brushes in there, like it doesn't ruin them. So ideally, I guess they would need to be laying down. And then the other requirement is that I want to be able to have stuff standing upright, like my liquid foundation, my dry shampoo if I plan to keep it in here, even like the mascara I like having upright, and the lip glosses I like having upright. So if you have any amazing recommendations for a makeup bag, let me know. Let me know what you use if you are loving it. But for now, I'm gonna use what I have and put everything back in. So let's do that. I'm gonna turn you around so you can see. I'm gonna try it from this angle so that you can see what I'm putting in. This I'm actually gonna leave just how it is with the contact solution in there. And I'm gonna just kind of play around with it and see if I can get things to work out. But at the same time, like, I'm also aware of how things were before. You know, when you have things a certain way, then that's what you're used to and that's how you want them to be. So I am keenly aware of that. I don't love that these brushes have to be kind of catty-cornered in here, but I don't want to squish them. So I guess this will be fine, just having them all sitting like this, and then I'll still be able to zip it. I didn't accomplish what I wanted to, which was to downsize my makeup bag, but I did get rid of some items out of it, so at least I have a better idea of what I'm using and what I have in there, and I don't feel like I'm storing things that I'm not using. Okay, I'm back in my bathroom and I just wanted to show you. This is the vanity in my master bath. Super tiny vanity. And you know that my makeup bag stores under here, but I wanted to share with you a hack that I use when I need to use the full vanity. And that is, I have this tray that I put over top of the sink area. Now, I really thought I was clever in coming up with something. Apparently, they actually have gadgets available like on Amazon that are supposed to fit over the sink and give you a little bit more workspace. But I just store this along the side of the vanity, and then whenever I need to use full counter space, I just pull this tray out and then wipe it down when I'm finished. But since I'm here and I'm not quite ready for the day, I'm just gonna do my quick makeup using my newly organized makeup bag. and share that with you just as a bonus. I hope you stick around. I'm just gonna go through like my quick makeup routine. Like I said, I don't wear makeup every day. I like wearing good makeup when I do wear it, and I'm excited to try out these new brushes and see how I can fit them into my routine. This is our eyebrow color, and it's a powder, but what I like to do with it is take it and just dot my finger in it, and then I go around the edge of my face like a bronzer, and I just kind of tap it. Sometimes I'll take it and go down like a contour, but I also do like to use the eyeshadow palette to do kind of a bronzer. So the other thing you can do is thin out your chin, or chins as it were in my case. The cream foundation then, it actually comes with, this little thing comes with a sponge on the bottom, but I quit using that because I don't necessarily want it rubbed in right away. So I take this foundation brush and then just apply it to where I want it, and then I'll be able to blend it. The other cream that I had mentioned was the Eye Fix, and this is like a eye highlight. This one's brand new that I get to use. So anytime I'm doing anything under my eye, use my ring finger. This finger is the weakest of all of your fingers and is also the gentlest because of that. Use that, kind of look a little crazy, dot the tip of my nose. And then, like I said, I have that one pencil that you can go right below your eyebrow just to like make some definition, but since I am using this, I'm just gonna go ahead and use up what's on my finger. What I'm gonna do is I'll just use this brush, this is the smaller of the two, and just kind of start blending. One thing that I have found with cream makeup is that this is like a trick that I heard someone talking about one time, is that you want to let it warm up on your face. So I probably didn't really leave enough time for it to warm up, but in the interest of time, I wanted to kind of make this quick. Since this is like bonus, totally not a tiny, but I appreciate you for sticking around if you have. And then I can use the rest of this, the other side of this, to blend everything in. And the other thing that you want to do when you're using a cream is go lightest to darkest. So if you're using like the contour colors, if you're big into contouring, you notice I started with my highlight, and then I'm going on to like my regular color, and then I will end with the bronzing color, and it's just kind of rubbing everything in. So I think I'll use the same side. I'm gonna go around the top of my head and just kind of blend. What this does, like I was always like, why are they putting that dark color up on their forehead? And what I mean by they is people's makeup videos that I watch. I'm kind of a sucker. I like get sucked in so easily. If you think about, if my hair was pulled back and it was a super bright sunny day, the forehead is the spot that the sun would hit. You also want to do like the highest part of your chin. The lower part of your chin is more for like that shadow effect. It actually can be slimming. That's what you want to do too when you're contouring, is like define those cheekbones. I don't have big cheekbones because I have a very round full face. Really quickly, I'm actually going to take this eyeshadow palette that I was telling you about, and I'm going to use this like foofy brush right here, and I'm going to hit the medium color and the dark color, and then just kind of do like a floofy contour back here, and then rub it into my bronzer. And you can tell that I am like not using very much at all. Some of these Jordan Essentials colors are very, very pigmented. And then at the end of that, I want to use my cheek tint. I'm actually just going to use the blush color This is the color that I like when it's a little bit warmer outside. It's a little bit brighter, lighter, so I just hit the apples of my cheeks. And then I'll show you another trick too. So I'll do this just a little bit, blend that. I'll do the Mauvelous Mauve. That's the one I told you is my favorite. So this is the one that is the like matte berry color. Okay. Okay, and I'll just leave it like that. And then you can take it, I do just a tiny bit up on the outer corner of my eye and rub that kind of out and up. And that just gives everything a little bit more cohesive look. Now, what I'm not gonna do is, I don't always do mascara, I don't always do eyeliner, just some of that stuff is a little bit harder to wash off, and like today, I'm not going anywhere, so that is that. And you can see with, hopefully you can see, I can't see you because I don't have my glasses on, hopefully you can see that having that cream as a base really helps my face look a little dewier than if I were to finish it off with the powder. Now, one thing that I will do, or if I'm just like trying to freshen up, I'm gonna use this other side of this big brush, is I'll take my transparent powder and then just like hit my T-zone where I get the oiliest. And then call that good. And so far this makeup bag is working really well. I still wish that it was smaller, and I wish that I had better storage for these double-ended brushes because I am really liking them. The girl that I bought my Saint brushes from, I will leave her website link in my description box if you're interested in that. As always, my Jordan Essentials link is listed down below. Also, the playlist to Tiny Tidies down below for this week, so check out everyone else's motivation. I'm sorry mine fell short this week, but thank you for sticking around and watching. Thank you to Sunday Dawn for hosting us all and organizing the playlist each week. I hope that you guys consider subscribing. I would love to have you here in my YouTube community. Thanks so much again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.